Previously on #sports.
We just got done recording the All-Drought offense.
Which was, we had some trouble with the green.
There were some challenging ones there.
We probably had like 8 out of the 11 we green on, which is not bad.
No, that's not bad. No, that's not bad.
I'm not mad about it. I'm mad at you.
That's okay. That's okay. I get it.
But now we have to go over to, which seems to be tougher because over the drought, the span of the drought, I think everyone would concur that the defense has always been the bright spot.
All defense.
All defensive team. All right, defensive line. The Hogs in the front.
Do we even need to go any further than the cold front? I would take that cold front again.
The cold front, you mean being Jerry Hughes, Marcel Darius, Kyle Williams, and Mario Williams.
Yep, I'd take that again.
Good
They
Lord.
were so good.
That was disgusting.
They were so good. I would take that again. During the drought, I understand that there were some players that we had that were great players, but I would take that again. Don't get me wrong, I liked Aaron Schobel. There were some guys that I really liked, but I don't think Mario Williams is as effective without another speed rusher like Jerry Hughes on the other side.
Oh yeah, well he played the side. Mario played the side of the run.
Yeah.
So he was a different. You have a different mentality when you have to play the run when you're playing the pass rushing guy. So I would only substitute one guy out of that lineup, and it's once again for personality reasons. I would put Sam Adams in there instead of Marcel Darius. Because Marcel sometimes would only do his own thing.
Yeah, but Sam was a nose. Sam was a nose tackle. So
you're running a 4-3. Okay.
Well, no, I'm not saying he couldn't play the 3-4 or he couldn't play the 4-3.
Okay, all right.
You know, because he was a great athlete.
I'm saying he's going to eat up bodies like he did. I mean,
it's not the only thing he was eating.
Sorry. But no love to Pat Williams on that crew?
No.
No love to Pat Williams?
No.
You got him going to the Vikings doing pretty well.
But that's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. Yeah, you know what? I'd swap Sam Adams and Marcel Darius. Darius is Darius is clearly the better athlete of the two, but Sam Adams could have played in a 3-4 or a 4-3. He was a true nose guard in a 3-4 or a nose tackle in a 3-4, but that is irrelevant. I think he could have done both.
What's Terry Bradshaw doing right here? Wish you guys could have seen that. Okay, so we got our defensive front. The cold front, cold front, hands down.
I mean, is there any other defensive end? Like Bryce Pop, when was Pop here?
Before.
It was before?
Mm-hmm.
Man, he was crazy.
You had Aaron Schobel, Chris Kelsey, Manny Lawson, and I just put it down for fun, IK and Impali.
Man, the only time he ever hit anybody was in the Jets locker room.
Thanks, Rex. Let's sign him.
I'd still take that.
Who are we taking as a linebacker core? Because we like to talk about Pittsburgh being linebacker U. Look at all the linebackers.
God, there's so many.
The linebackers for the Buffalo Bills during the drought looks like an all-star team.
Yeah, it does. Oh man, so many of these are middles though.
Just read them.
Okay, Sam Cowart, London Fletcher, Takeo Spikes, Angela Crowell, Paul Postlosny. Who the is this?
Kawika Mitchell. She's so good.
All right.
Some of them are for entertainment value. You gotta
Nick Barnett, Kelvin Shepard.
How do you think we got Hughes?
You can't put him on. If we're already putting Hughes on the team, you don't add Kelvin Shepard.
Listen, you're adding clauses to this damn team. I'm going to add some clauses myself.
All right. Sean Merriman, Nigel Bradham, Kiko Alonso, Preston Brown, Zach Brown, Lorenzo Alexander.
Those linebackers. All of them are stopping the run.
Yeah.
I don't know who's stopping the pass.
No, none of them can stop the pass. Yeah.
Only if the drought team plays in the drought. We're going to be all right.
All right, so we're going to pick, 5 linebackers?
Those are all of our linebackers during the drought. We wonder why Brady throws for 300 on us all the time.
Yeah, that's true. None of these guys can stop the run or stop the pass. Barnett.
I liked Barnett, but we got him when Green Bay didn't want him. That's the only thing.
Well, we got rid of him as soon as we got Rex. Rex, he was the first guy he cut.
Yeah, didn't we do that 2 years in a row? We cut the... Now, did you not read Kiko? You read Kiko's name, right?
I read Kiko.
All right. Because I think he's more of like a safety.
Kiko Alonso.
He's leading the league in tackles. How? Is Miami that bad? I mean, realistically, that he can lead. He weighs 216 pounds. Like, how does he a linebacker?
He's just a doormat of a linebacker. He's just the guy that he tackles you and then he just falls backwards. Watching Kiko step up into the hole was one of the scariest things because every time you'd watch him step into the hole, because he'd see it.
Oh, yeah. But you can't put him in a 3-4. That was the problem. You can't let a guard get a free release on Kiko.
No, it was so bad.
Legend of Kiko. That lasted like 4 weeks.
He made so many of his tackles grabbing the nameplate on the back of the opponent's jersey that they're all downfield.
Fine.
Well, that was the thing with Barnett, too. A majority of his tackles were downfield tackles.
Yeah. I mean... Fine, we're going to get rid of Kiko.
Yeah.
Because we traded McCoy. And McCoy's on this team. You know what I mean? Like, you keep your claws.
Yeah.
Calvin
Shepard, get out of here.
That was for me. That wasn't for you.
For the same reasons we got rid of Reuben Brown in the offensive side, because he was old, we got rid of London Fletcher. He played for another decade. At a Pro Bowl level.
Very stupid.
Yeah, that was stupid.
I want my guys in here. No, you don't.
London, well, that's the product of changing coaches so often.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys might have stuck around had we just had some consistency from a coaching standpoint.
Exactly. I mean, so many great players that came through Buffalo that didn't stay because of philosophy change. Yeah. I mean, that's the unfortunate thing about it.
It's totally true.
But
all right,
who did I mark?
You have London Fletcher, Takeo Spikes, Nick Barnett, Zach Brown, and Kiko Alonso. So let's revise that a little bit.
No, I picked Kiko because the other 4 can't cover anybody.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not. I mean, yeah. Okay.
That's the only. He's the only guy on that whole list that could cover anybody.
Ah, man.
You think Bradham's covering anybody? I was teetering on that. I wanted Bradham.
Bradham would have been Bradham was a good weak side linebacker.
He was. Like I said, a lot of the drought teams had very good defenses.
Yeah, they had good pieces. I loved Sam Coward.
Oh, I loved him. We didn't have him very long though. He was only there for 1 year of the drought.
Yeah, I loved Sam Coward. London Fletcher and Takeo Spikes, you can't say no to that, man. They were just so...
Which is why I picked Adams, because I'm running a 3-4.
Okay.
All right, I'm putting Kiko on the outside.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Kiko and...
As a weak side? Kiko would be a great weak side linebacker.
Kiko and Hughes coming off the corner?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Zach Brown?
Played well, man.
Nick Barnett? You're killing me with some of this.
Okay, pick your... You want Kavika Mitchell?
I do not want Kavika Mitchell. Nobody wants Kavika Mitchell.
She is adorable.
Angela Crowell.
I know, right?
Some of these are tough. I'm getting all nostalgic.
I know. It's so great, though.
Yeah, London Fletcher, Takeo Spikes are definite.
They're both in the middle. Okay.
Yeah, they're both in the middle.
You want to put Zoe in there? Alexander? Is he your strong side outside linebacker?
I think he would have to be. Yeah, I think he would have to be, right?
It's tough.
Yeah, I'd take. Tough. Oh man, I don't know.
I think you would take Alexander and Bradham as your 2 outside linebackers.
I would. And then I'd still take Sam Coward. I just love Sam Coward.
I love it. It's so that's the toughest list, I think.
And don't get me wrong, had Merriman been able to keep his body healthy, he could have been dangerous. Yeah. But they moved him down to defensive end. Like, they were doing whatever they could to try and recapture that pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
But his body was just so beat at that point. You know, he
spirit was willing, but...
Oh, man, I love that signing. I was really hoping, and it wasn't from a lack of effort because, man, he tried to get himself back on the field. He really did.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of respect for Sean Merriman. I understand he had the PED issue pop up, and I get it, right? Yeah. I get it. But, you know, had Sean Merriman come to the Bills 2 seasons earlier, this would be a totally different conversation. He was so good, so dangerous.
It's nostalgic and disappointing at the same time to see all of the great linebackers that came through Buffalo.
Oh yeah.
And their talents were not utilized properly.
Yeah.
I mean, when they were here, they were great players. But
Fletcher and Spikes, they still would have been here for the last. They would have been here up to 3 years ago.
Spikes came back. Remember, for like a cup of coffee for like 4 games or something. Remember?
No, I don't remember when Spikes came back.
Spikes did come back. He got signed.
I don't remember that. How is Brandon Spikes not on this list?
I don't know.
You just forget about him?
I forgot about him. Sorry.
I don't think he would. He's not playing over any of these guys. But I'm just saying, there's a guy that should have been on there that we didn't get. Oh, Jesus. All right, so
how many Ohio State guys are you going to do?
Yeah, okay. Any Ohio State guys are immediately gone.
All right, so now...
Not allowed.
We spent a little too much time on the linebackers. So now we're talking about the secondary, which still has... I mean, obviously, Paul's going to know all the names that I put on there just for fun. Oh, this would have been done by now.
The Sunday drive just went to the Sunday Park. Traffic jam.
Sunday parking lot. What's up, man?
Thank you, Grand Island. These tolls just they make things so much faster and expensive when you forget to pay that bill. You get a $100 bill in the mail yet from Easy Pass?
I did.
You're not alone.
I have Easy Pass. I'm not paying it. Good luck.
All right, cornerbacks. Or do you want to do safeties first?
Let's do corners.
Okay, Antoine Winfield, Nate Clements, Terrence McGee. Love Terrence McGee. The fact that he's not on here.
You did.
Is this Jabari Greer?
Jabari Greer.
Leotis McKelvin?
Yep.
Mumbles McFumbles? Reggie Corner, Derek Flowers, Stephon Gilmore, Nikel Roby Coleman.
No, he was Roby when he played with us.
He was. Corey Graham and Ronald Darby.
I love torturing him. Who did I pick for my starting corners?
McKelvin and Nate Clemens.
Yes, because McKelvin survived 16 coaching changes.
He did, man. He was here forever.
Yeah, every time they cycled out, hey, we can still use him.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, I mean, the problem with McKelvin was he had no idea where the ball was, ever. He had the worst ball skills of any corner that ever played in Buffalo.
However, he did in the first season Pettin was here. First and only? Was he only here 1 year?
Yeah, Pettin. Yeah, the first 8 games, McKelvin was on fire, and then he slipped back to his old.
But he had like 20-something pass defense that year. Like,
yeah.
He would have had 10 interceptions, like you said. But
Pettin got to him. Like he
knew.
So whatever it was, whatever language Pettin spoke that apparently McKelvin did.
Yeah, but
he couldn't understand a word he said.
That's the thing, though. Like you survive that many coaching changes, you can play in any defense.
No, I think it was because nobody ever knew what the hell he was saying. So he was kind of like the foreign exchange student in the corner of the room. Everybody just kind of forgot that. Wolfgang's over in the corner.
So you're telling me in the 70s show that is the Buffalo secondary, he's Fez?
Yeah, that's precisely it. That's precisely it.
But Clemens came up and played the run, and he played the pass pretty well.
I would take Terrence McGee over McKelvin.
Okay. Why?
Because Terrence McGee could actually return a freaking ball when you kicked it to him.
Oh, okay.
And he knew where the ball was in the air.
Okay, I'm rushing the line.
Terrence McGee was a Pro Bowl player. McKelvin was Pro Bowl too, and he survived a lot of coaching changes. But I think I'd take Terrence McGee over the.
I like McGee. I just like. I put Clemens purely on that list because of that gift that always surfaces when the Bills play the Patriots about him taking Brady's head off.
Oh
on the sideline.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Oh, let's watch it.
So much fun.
Let's watch it now.
It's all on film, so it's all grainy.
Oh, yeah.
It's on tape.
They got the score in the top left corner.
Yeah.
It's like the old school one.
Stephon Gilmore. Just cut it out. Cut it out. Antoine Winfield moved to safety when he went to Cleveland, didn't he?
He didn't go to Cleveland.
Didn't Antoine Winfield
go to Minnesota?
I thought he went to Cleveland as well.
He played in Minnesota for like another 6 years. I think. I don't know. But I know he was there for a while.
man. Well, I mean, we only picked 2, so we're just picking starters?
Yeah, I'm just picking starters. I'm not picking a nickel guy unless you want
to. McKelvin's your slot corner. Because he'd see the ball the whole time.
Yep.
McKelvin's your slot corner. You put McKelvin as a slot corner.
So you got McGee and Clemens on the outside?
Yeah, McGee, Clemens on the outside, McKelvin's as a slot.
I like it. I like it a lot. They're not much on size, but they can cover.
To be honest, McKelvin should have been playing slot corner his whole career because he just never knew where the ball was, man. At least when you play slot, you see it. Well, yeah, it was frustrating. We went through 6 coaches. Nobody figured that out. It's frustrating.
We need some guys that can cover, man. We got these linebackers in here. Oh, God.
All right, safeties.
You're going to... I almost didn't write his name down. That's how much I hate him. But go ahead.
Coy Wire?
No, not Coy Wire. I like Coy Wire.
Let's see here. Henry Jones.
Pearson Prelu.
Coy Wire, Lawyer Malloy, Troy Vincent, Dante Whitner, George Wilson, Bart Scott. Is Bart Scott really considered?
Bart Scott. Brian Scott.
Brian Scott. Is Brian Scott played like nickel linebacker?
Brian Scott, for one of the years that I looked him up, he was listed as strong safety, cornerback, linebacker, D-end. Was his listing.
He played all over the place.
Okay.
Jarius Byrd, Denoris Searcy, Aaron Williams, and Bakari Rambo.
I just put Rambo on there just for that Packer game. That's the only reason I put Rambo on.
Let's see here. We got to pick 2, right?
Yep.
Or are we picking 3 to drop a nickel linebacker? Because the Bills used. I mean, that's
Alonzo.
All right. Let's see here. Lawyer Malloy. I loved him. Love Lawyer Malloy. Troy Vincent just came too late.
He did. He came there. He was 33 when he came there.
Yeah, he came too late.
Liked it though. I left Jim Leonard off that list too.
Well, Jim Leonard was there. His career was on life support.
He was the Rex Ryan to try to communicate.
Yeah, that's what he was there for. Nobody understood his coverages, so they brought in Jim Leonard. He was there to direct traffic.
Yep.
You know.
Yep, absolutely.
Let's see here. Pearson Prelude, no. Coy Wire, no. Dante Whitner. That's what Whitner played for the Browns. That's what it was. Whitner, not Winfield.
Well, he played for the Niners too.
Yeah.
He was the MVP of that Super Bowl for the Ravens.
George Wilson. A lot of people love George Wilson because again he endeared himself to
converted wide receiver.
Yep. Well, couldn't catch. That's what happens.
Yeah. He was what they call him? They call him the mayor.
I think so. Yeah. Again, people in Buffalo love George Wilson. Mm-hmm. Love him, and I don't blame him. I'm down with George Wilson. But
to a lesser extent, was he the Fred Jackson of the defense?
I think so. Yeah.
You think so?
I think that's
pretty high praise, though.
Well, he was around for a while.
He was.
And then he went to Tennessee with Denoris Searcy.
Yep. Tried to capture that magic of the drought.
And Andy Levitri.
Did he go to Tennessee? I thought he went directly to the Falcons.
No. Levitri went to the Titans. Remember, that's when the Titans were the Bill South?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yes.
They're Bill South.
Bill South.
I wouldn't put Searcy on this list. Aaron Williams has to be on, although, man.
We made a comment so many times, like, if you, and I know a lot of people haven't, but hashtag started in 2013. And we were there, we were begging that they put Williams as a safety because he was a safety at Texas, and then they tried putting him in this as a slot corner or a cornerback early in his career. It didn't work. They were just like putting Eric Wood at guard. It didn't work.
Yeah.
So we were just begging, please put him at safety. He's a much better safety, blah blah blah, and all this other stuff. And then they did.
Well, I mean, think of the philosophical differences, right? Safety goes from seeing everything to now your back's turned to the play, right? Like it's philosophically different. So, Aaron Williams was one of the worst rated corners in the league when he played outside. And then they moved him to safety and everything changed.
Well, that's who I picked. I got Aaron Williams and Lawyer Malloy.
I'm down with Aaron Williams. I gotta go with you here. I think Lawyer Malloy and Aaron Williams. Man, those are dangerous guys.
Yeah. Compare Williams and Malloy to Hyde and Poyer.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you.
No, I mean
You think it's similar?
I think it's a great tandem. I think it's a great tandem.
So
that's the whole defense.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! All right, so we got the cold front.
Cold front of Williams, Mario Williams, Kyle Williams, Marcel Darius, and Jerry Hughes.
Well, no, we subbed out Marcel Darius. with Sam Adams.
Okay.
So Sam would have been able to play in a 4-3.
And then we picked 4 linebackers.
Yep. London Fletcher, Takeo Spikes, Sam Coward. Did we pick Sam Coward?
You did.
Oh, thanks. And do we take Lorenzo Alexander or Nigel Bradham?
Zoe.
Let's
take Zoe.
Okay, we'll take Zoe. Cornerbacks, Nate Clemens,
Terrence McGee,
and McKelvin in the slot.
Yes. Yeah.
And in safety, Lawyer Malloy and Aaron Williams.
Oh.
That is your all-drought team on defense. This was hard. Like
defense is harder because there's so many better players.
Yeah, their talent was so much better.
Yes.
Well, then we saw them more because the offense was often 3 and out. So really, we got to watch the defense a lot more than the offense. So maybe that's why it's so heralded in our minds.
We're done. Thank you, Louisiana Superdome.
Yeah.